All right, all right. Good evening, everybody. Number 2, right? Oh, number 5. Good evening, everybody. My name is Curtis Traylor. This is CT Online, and my special guest tonight is Ezéchiel Violin. That's what we call him. You know what I mean? His last name is kind of difficult for me, but it's a famous last name. So I want everybody to know that I'm here to have a good time. I call him Zeke. So whoever knows him, if you say Zeke, everybody knows who Zeke is, because this is one talented musician, one great person. This is why he's here on my show, and he's going to come here. I want him to come and share some of his talents with you. So, with all of that being said, Zeke, I'm going to ask you a few questions, but we got to get you working, don't you? We got to get you doing something. I want to know, when did you first come, introduce yourself. You do it better than I do.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Hey, Curtis.
Yeah, what's up, Zeke?
So, what should I tell about me? Well, I'm a musician and dancer, but I'm also a sportsman, and I do coaching too. I do arts, many arts too, and martial arts too. So, and much more.
oh man, he does a lot. He does a lot more. He's very active. I got to throw that in. He's a cool person, man. This all jokes aside, Zeke is Zeke to me. When I see Zeke, we always got something. Even from messages, we always got something smart to say to each other. Then we do that and we laugh, and the next time we see each other. But every time we see each other, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So, hey man, and with that, how long have you been in Japan?
Well, I've been in Japan. I've been living in Japan since 5 years now, but it's 8 years that the first time I came to Japan was 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I was performing worldwide at that time, so I would just stay a little bit in Japan, but then get back performing in US, in South America, North America, and even Europe and some other countries in Asia.
Yeah.
So I would come back and then leave and come back, and until now it's 5 years that I'm in Japan.
Oh man, so hey, and I just want everybody to know we've been on some good adventures together. You remember that night in Shinsabashi with?
Oh yeah, man.
but it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs behind that, but there are some things. I wish I had. We both offered a good amount of money that I didn't take it. It was Zeke decided he wouldn't, but he was going to take it. but same as it goes though, we still had a good time, man. So living in Japan is kind of, you kind of have to get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, kind of, but I always loved the Japanese culture, so for me, in the good and bad, and it's always a very different culture, which it's very interesting to learn from their customs and way of thinking or way of being. So I'm always fascinated in every aspect of this culture. So.
Yeah, it is. It does have some amazing things, man. Whenever I tell someone, hey, I like sightseeing. You don't like no sightseeing. That's what they do. Oh, man, I love sightseeing. I don't care what you say. I like just all the culture, within itself. I always tell my people from back home, you don't know, man, stress level go down very fast here. And I see what a lot of my friends, family, and, just people in general back at home just go through, a little bit more than we go through. Things that we're smiling about, some of them are frowning or sad about, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So, with that being said, and I just want to, put a shout out to Greenville Legacy, to the Greenville Legacy, to my hometown of Greenville, Texas. And we just had a Legacy Award show maybe 2 weeks ago. And it's an award show that, it's like no family is forgotten. No person is forgotten. There are a lot of people that has lived there and no longer there, but they contributed a great amount, to the city. So we have made a program to where those people are recognized. You know, they're recognized, and they now, you know, give them their flowers, as we say, their flowers while they're alive. And I'm so proud that we had a program that, you know, I founded this program about in 2015. And I got a group of people, I got a group of friends, my sister, Miss Emily Thompson, Carolyn Traylor, you know what I mean, and Cedric Dean, and you know, so Sandra Linson Bell. I'm just getting it right because I'm not there with them. They're doing most of the work, you know what I mean. This time, the first time we did it, 2018, I did a showcase there in my hometown, and that was like electric. That felt good. Thank you, Greenville, Texas. I hope next year for the next Legacy Awards, I'll be back in town with my hometown people and give you a show that you won't forget. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to get back to my guest. So I call this tonight In Zeke's World. So I'm going to tell you, so I want to say, why Japan, man? Why did you choose here just to live here?
Well, in southern France, my father is from Congo in Africa, from the Brazzaville, Congo, and my mother is French. So I grew up with this double culture, kind of, but I grew up also with a little bit of Japanese culture, as my father was an Aikido teacher.
Oh, okay.
So he wanted me to learn karate. So he thought for me it was good because I liked fighting when I was a kid. So
I believe that.
It could calm me down, and he was right.
It could calm me down. A good fight.
And man, it was honestly for me karate, and not only karate, is like I grew up watching my father's teaching Aikido on the tatami, and I really grew up with a lot of movies from Japanese movies from Akira Kurosawa and many other samurai movies, and some documentaries about Japan and the martial arts in Japan, Budo and Bushido. So it's like I've been impregnated by...
You've been...
How do you say? Excuse my French. Yeah.
Go ahead. So you just love the place. That's what I'm saying. Plus you have some connections.
Yeah.
It's
like first time I came to Japan, I didn't understand any Japanese except kicks and punch from karate or the words, but I felt something so familiar in the way of people's behaviors and a lot of things around the culture and how people live. So I just felt like a new home.
Wow. Yeah. Same here, man. I felt like that too. You know what I mean? Like it's just where I need to be, man. I know, as for myself, I know that I would be just totally, blood pressure be sky high, man. But now, I don't have that much of a problem with that as I did at one time. So, just you can calm down easily. Everybody have that sense of, not making things worse for you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I love Japan myself, man. So, and I know you and I have a lot in common on that end. But another thing we have in common is that music.
Oh man.
Zeke's a violinist. Multi-musician. Guitarist, dancer. He's all facets of the art. He's got it going on, man. In terms, so when we get a chance, I want you guys to hear and see this guy's talent. So I see it. I don't see it enough. And I'm right here in Japan with him. But when I do see it, it's he knows what he's doing, man. So, and I like how he put his show together. His combination of dancing, and I've never seen anybody dance and play the violin. He does that, okay? He does that, but it does it very well, very in sync, very syncopated, if I must say. So, so I'll ask you one more question. I got to ask you this: how much longer will you stay in Japan?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
Because of course I love Japan and I could stay living more longer, but the visa thing is kind of difficult. So
Yeah.
I may have to live maybe in Japan this year, because if I cannot renew my visa, I have to find a new sponsor.
And that's not easy.
Yeah, that's very difficult. It took me a while
Yeah.
to get a sponsor the first time, and now with the pandemic and all the problems, this sponsor, they have low budget, so they cannot keep me.
Right.
And so yeah, I have until June to find
Oh wow.
another
That's
sponsor.
that's shorter than
That's this year.
that's shorter than you think.
Yep.
Should I look for someone?
Well, we can make a call.
Well, I'm serious. That's but hey, man, you use it like a cat. You land on your feet.
Yeah, of course.
You know
of
what I
course.
mean. You're
Yeah.
not going to. I don't see you panicking.
No.
I never do.
No.
You know what I mean.
No.
That's what part of that karate stuff comes back.
Yes. The warrior's way.
The warrior's way. It's okay to sweat, but it ain't good to let everybody see you sweat. Hey man, but you're a warrior in
thank
every
you.
sense of the word.
Thank you, brother.
Ezekiel, you know what I mean. Well, tell everyone, how do you pronounce your last name?
Nsai.
Insai.
Nsai.
Insai.
Yeah, it's from Congo, Brazzaville, Congo, and it's in Lari dialect. It means happiness.
Okay.
Shiawase.
Oh, shall I say?
Yeah, so it's a very special name, and yeah, it's
Oh, well, you represented pretty good. I'm sorry. I never see this guy down for any reason. I mean, if for whatever you got to say to him, he pops it right, just like that.
Yeah.
So he's basically one of a kind. So Zeke, I want my audience to hear you do what you do. You choose. I know it's Ezéchiel Violin, so I would like to see you play the violin.
Oh,
first.
okay.
So whatever you come to mind, whatever makes your heart, you know what I mean. Whatever makes you feel good, do
So
that.
I have to advertise.
Okay,
no, how do you say? Warn people that lately I bought a 9-string violin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very difficult instrument to play, and most of my time I spend on the 9-string violin,
Yeah.
electric violin.
Yeah.
But tonight I play on a 5-string, so it's gonna be a little bit rough.
Oh, okay.
But I hope it's gonna come out in a way that people enjoy.
Oh, cool.
Take off this cap.
So you let me know when you get ready to start. Okay. Okay. Before you get started, I want everyone who's watching, touch the like buttons. Touch the like. Let me know if you like CT online. So, just keep touching those like buttons. Send it in. Heart buttons, I don't care. As long as I see something floating in the air. All right?
Very good.
I see you, Jaja. I see you, Nagoy. All right. Hey, get your friends, my friends, whoever's out there watching this. Hit the like button, man. Don't be lazy. Aight?
It's still there.
The BGM is off.
Yeah.
No, it's on.
No, you can hear it here, but it's off there.
It's off.
Yes, but okay. But buzzes me. It buzzes me.
Anyway.
Because I'm playing music, so if I have music behind.
You got it. Just call it the beehive sound.
Okay, let's go again. I'm out of the camera if I'm up.
Yeah, you have to sit down though.
Okay. Okay, let me sit down on that one. Yes, shot. Let's go.
Go.
We ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's Zeke, everybody. We gonna get to some more of that music. This guy's got he's multifaceted. This is just part of it, okay? And I just want to thank you. I really want to thank you for that, man.
Pleasure, bro.
It really was, man. So, how you feel right now after you?
I feel like you started a trip and you had to cut off your trip to get back.
Exactly. You don't want. You really don't want to. You really don't want to. You really don't. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. So when you can almost blend with anybody, can't you?
Yeah. And that's what I like, actually. I like really to. That's what I like, actually. I really like to. For me, music is about connecting.
That's what it is about.
So connecting to the moment. So if I'm alone with nature, I connect to nature. If I'm with people, I connect with people. And even when the crowd is just seated and listening, for me, we are connected.
Exactly.
And even if they don't know it or they don't think about it, but their body, their energy, their attention when they look at us, and their minds are really, I can feel them when I perform.
Same here.
And that's what I like, this possibility to improvise depending on the situation and the crowd and the musician or artist with who I'm performing with. And I like this freedom of feeling the moment and going wherever
it takes you.
It takes me, yeah.
Yeah, music is a great communicator, man.
Exactly.
So and I would when you come to Japan, when any musician that comes to Japan, they normally find out at the beginning it's kind of intimidating when you're used to coming, where I come from, when you used to, if you've done something, they let you know with the overt kind of applause or whatever. Here you have to learn that they feel the same way, but it's more invert. It's inside, but you can just tell their faces. You can't fool anybody. You know what I mean? You can't. Their face, the eyes, when they see you, they can't. You can't fool anybody because that they like it.
Yeah, and I understand it because I am introvert in myself.
Right.
So that's what I liked in Japan, is like it's a country where most people are introverted. So yeah, even if they don't show too much, you can feel it.
Yeah, you can still feel it, man. I enjoy doing music here. It just the payback is really immense. And even you have to just something that you have to. It's an acquired thing. It's an acquired thing to accept the way that they give it to you, the energy that they give. So I do, and I thank you, Japan, for bringing people around like Zeke, that knows exactly how to make you feel them, So it's a good thing, the way that Jaja does his thing here as being running this radio station, it's a feeling that he may feel some things outside of it, but inside it, a lot of people accept the way that this show is run. And I'm glad to be part of it. This is BlackanTV, everybody. So press them likes, press those likes. You know what I mean? If you like what Zeke just did, press it. Let us know. You know what I mean? So it's the CT Connection Online here in Shinsai Bashi. Yeah, I enjoyed, man. So we're gonna get to the other half of this show, to where me and Zeke gonna do something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you the other half that of his talents. He knows how to play the guitar too. See, not enough room for him to do the kind of dances he does. But he'd knock us all over if he did. But he's cool. You need to see a video or something of this guy doing what he do. So where's your wallet at? Where's that wallet? Show him.
Oh,
There it is, right there.
This?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
your phone, right?
Yeah, the phone.
Wow. See, what's the name? How do you pronounce that? What you do? He's learning to do that.
This is Shodo,
Mhm.
so Japanese calligraphy, and yeah, I started learning Shodo by having a culture visa in Japan,
Mhm.
and I love that because through the kanji learning and the process of all these writings,
Yeah.
I can understand better the culture. Every time I learn a new kanji, I can understand better the words and the structure, the grammar and everything, and it's really like full of, it's very deep.
Yeah, it is. Man.
It's deep in art, deep in sense, and I love it. So this was for the school exhibition. I made this art, calligraphy art.
Hold it up to your camera. Let's see, just so they can just see it. So this, so it's cool, So we just want this is a talent that he's that he's putting out there, and he's learning all of these little things that many of us that's been here 20 years haven't. I'm just sitting here just looking at it. So his guy taking up all of these he can leave and come back and know more than what some of us know. So we're gonna have to get that. We have to get that sponsor for Zeke.
Yeah.
Put the word out there, and that keep Zeke here in Japan. We need him here doing his thing. I know you don't hold him down because he'll be all over the world. They think I know he's in L.A. kicking up on the sand and stuff. So so just with all of that, man, I just enjoy watching. There are many. We have good musicians and artists here.
Yeah.
And so, I enjoy watching all of them. So, and I always try to get each and every one of them in here so you guys can see what they can do, what we're doing. It's not idle work here in Japan, okay? So we, it's amazing how the talent that a lot of us that we have. So I'm waiting for the next show that we do, so we can all come together. And I hope we do it before you have to go.
We have to connect.
Yeah, we have to connect. So I love the audience I play for, and I know you do too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we gonna do it again. I hope we can do it together. So, with that being said, now I want you to. You have a guitar over there.
There's the guitar. This is the studio guitar.
The studio guitar, but
it rocks, man.
But hey, every guitarist come in here, they seem to spot it. I got that. Oh, can I play it? As if like we're gonna say no. So so with that, man, I want you to go ahead. Just. I'm gonna turn on my mic and let you go for it. I'm gonna interrupt you here just a minute, and stay in that. That's G, right?
This is
A G. This A.
Sorry.
Give me an A minor. Dun, 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 dun. Just give me that groove. Dun. Now then. Keep it like that. Dun, dun. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. You gonna keep it like that. You gotta keep it like that. Just see now. CT and Ezéchiel are in the house tonight. Yes, we are. Let me repeat myself. Said CT and Ezéchiel, we in the house tonight. Yeah. Oh, we're in the house. We're gonna do the things that's right. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a good time the rest of the night. Let me talk to these little people around. Keep going. Little late white sitting over there in the corner. Yeah. Stay hanging and hung with a sad look on your face. Let me tell you one thing. Don't you know you can have any man that you want? You got a body so fine, so nutritious. Oh, you look good, you're so delicious. Hey, man, what you gonna get it? Oh, that's all I want to do. You keep going. Yeah, that's Zeke on the git fiddle on the guitar. So it's just a whole night of fun, and I'm happy to be part of this at the CT Connection Online. Got Zeke, Ezéchiel. Ezéchiel Violin. Oh yeah, while they keep talking, let me say this. My shout out again to my hometown, Greenville, Texas, for the Greenville Legacy Awards Committee. People, keep believing in yourself. We're gonna keep doing it the way we're doing it. We're gonna make it grow. I will not be surprised if it starts growing already. But I'm so happy that we all have come together for one cause, and keep the production going, everybody. This is Curtis Traylor with Ezéchiel Violin. With that being said, I got a few more questions for you, G. So you're still looking for a sponsor, right?
Yes.
So and that's still hard, or it's just kind of hard for you, right? What objects do you go through?
What do you mean?
What do you go through in order to keep looking for someone?
Well, I have to find the right connection that permits me to have a job that the immigration services would accept as a sponsor. Like, for instance, as I'm a French citizen, it has to be French culture related.
Oh, okay.
So it's either performing some French music and in some places, whether it's a hotel, a restaurant, or wherever, they need a performer, a regular performer in French music, French. Could be French culture exchange. It could be French teaching language, French language, and teaching a lot of things related to French culture, and could be making tourism, working in tourism for French citizens, or it could be anything related to French culture.
Oh, so have you been doing that?
Yeah, I was teaching French in high school and junior high.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. You wasn't idle, were you?
It was not full time, so I still had time to do my other sides, activities. So it was great for that too.
Oh, cool, man. That's what I'm talking about. So it's one other way,
Mm-hmm. I know.
No, the only we ain't talking about. No, we ain't even going there. Okay?
Nope.
So, hey man, so
it's not an option.
It's not an option. So when is your next showcase?
Well, the situation now is that I perform mostly in private events and private parties. So
they're the best.
Yeah, because it seems like with the pandemic, the events, they're starting again, but they still don't have enough budget.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of prefer to perform in some private events, and they have more budget and more income, and rather than many public events.
Exactly.
I did it a lot in the past. I played everywhere in Kansai and everywhere in Osaka, in bars, small bars, restaurants, pubs, nightclubs, and it's great for a time, but
at a time, exactly.
If you do it for too long, it's like
they expect you to do that.
Yeah, so, and you get empty at the end. You get empty because you're not even enjoying as much.
No, you're not.
So,
and that's what it should be. The motor should start here.
Exactly.
Same here. I was, doing a lot of little club events. Little clubs and everything. But after a while, you do get empty about it. You know what I mean? I could do it, part time every now and then.
Yeah, me too. I can do it on some part time or things like that. But
if I got one coming up every weekend. It's not quite as exciting as it once was,
Yeah.
It's so I'm like you on that, in terms of in terms of budget.
Yeah, and also I don't do only music. I'm also into dance, sports, and martial arts. So I also coach. I also do some private. I give some private lessons in music and dance, and I like this. I like to keep up all these activities, because that's what makes me who I am. Even when I play violin, the way I play violin is because of all the other things I do.
Okay, they all connect.
Yeah, they all connect in my mind and in my body, and what makes my way of performing so special, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have to keep sports is always have always been in my life, sports and martial arts, because that's my juice. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
makes me gives me the health. That's
yeah.
what gives me the mind, the mindset to go all through the hardships
Exactly.
in everyday
Exactly.
life wherever I am.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's good for my body and my mind.
Very interesting, man. What
It's
you're
very
saying.
important for me to keep that things wherever I go. So I have to keep all the time sports, music, dance is all for me. It's all connected.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
And so whenever you're doing your thing, do you have a different type of audience every time you perform?
yeah, that's right too. I like that too. I like having different type of audience, different type of performance too. If I
Yeah.
perform with you, I will not perform the same way like if I
Right,
perform
right,
solo or
right.
if I perform with a jazz band or with some shodo masters or some ikebana
Yeah.
masters or nihon buyo dancers or some taisho engeki collaboration. Every time it requires to use different tools that I have in my
Arsenal.
arsenal,
Yeah.
and that's what I like. It's keeping myself creative.
You do a good job at that. I'm just so I'm last time you performed with me, I was wearing a mask and trying to sing. Tell me how screwed up that is. I mean, I actually had on a COVID mask trying to sing. That was hard, man.
That was tough.
That was not easy, man. I said I don't do that no more. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was trying to belt out notes that came back and hit me in my nose. So it was,
Well, at least you did it once, so you know.
I know for a fact. I'm not just talking. See, I know that it's hard to try to sing with a mask on and everything. See, but you can wear a mask, but you just said you cutting up, man.
That's a good thing with violin.
Curtis can't say nothing to me while I'm playing. So so that kind of worked out for him. So but that was a fun gig, man. Because they were really into that thing, man.
Yeah, it's always good to perform with you because I know we're in the same. I mean, it's the same for us. Music for you and me means more than just music and entertainment. It's like much more deep and spiritual.
Hey, man, you just said it. That's what I'm saying, man. It runs every part of you, you know, if that's what you do.
Yeah.
So when you coach, what do you be coaching? I mean, what do you coach? I mean,
well, it depends on when you're a private coach, I have to adapt to the requests of the person. If the person wants just to lose weight, some other people, they just want to learn how to move their body in the space, which whether it's by music and sports exercise. Some people, they want to learn how to be more powerful in their stances when for their everyday life work, and some people, they want to learn that kind of sports or that kind of sports, and I can give them the basics to enjoy this kind of practices, because it's a complement they learn in a club, but at the same time with me they specify on this part or this technique part of their training. And it's like some dance. Some people is more dance, some people is more sports, some people is more in between dance and sports. That for me is the same. There are so many ways in between all these arts that for me at first, practicing those things was therapy. To feel better in my mind, in my body, learning how to use getting more freedom in my body, in my mind to do whatever. And that's what karate taught me. Is that through learning, I grew up with karate. First I started judo when I was very little, and then when I had the age of kicks and punch, they put me to do karate, and really it's the best. It was the best school for me. First, technically, because you learn how to move in the space and synchronize all your body movements and get powerful in whichever stance, in whichever limbs of your body. And in your mind, the most important thing is being strong in your mind and acquire this strength, whether you are, whether whatever your abilities are as a fighter. Some people, they are very skinny, but they can be very powerful.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, some people, they are more fat and slow, but they can be very good technically, and they can get very fast.
Yeah.
It all depends on the mental strength. So yeah, karate taught me so many things about life, because my father also was a martial arts.
So when when you teach, is it men, women, children? I mean,
It's men, women. It can be children too sometimes, and sometimes it's just one session for some people that just to learn some, because they all have their gym, they all have their trainers, they all have their teams with which they are trained. When they come to me, is to get something more specific that they cannot have, or it would take much more time to learn in a group session. Like if you do basketball, you're always with the team and you practice a lot of things, but there are some specific things that you will need to learn with a coach, a private coach.
Okay.
And every person has a different body, a different mind, and having a private coach in whichever they do is always a plus in whatever.
I see you, Edwin Davis. Yeah, I see you sneaking. This is Ezéchiel. Ezéchiel Violin. That's one of my homeboys. He's peeping in to see what his homeboy doing.
Peeping?
We call looking in.
Okay.
Don't want to be seen.
Okay.
Hey man, your life is very interesting, man. And so, especially with your music intact too.
Yeah.
And not only, you don't just carry that, you don't carry your equipment around. I know some musicians they just like to carry their equipment. And they just carry. But you, I mean, yours give you action, man. You give it action. So, until the next time that we can hook up and do some, we get the chance to play together before you leave, man.
I look forward to it. I look forward.
So I really look forward to it. And then, it just let us know when you're gonna be gone, so we can just plan it. You know what I mean? Plan something.
Well, June.
Oh God, I got it.
Mid-June.
Oh man, we got to start now. The motors that got to start kicking in. We got to see Zeke at full strength, y'all. And that's hanging out with the boys, and doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now, we kind of before we go, I want you to play us on out, man.
Which one? A violin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play us on out. We got about 3-5 more minutes, okay?
Okay.
And you do your thing. Right now, we're gonna let Zeke do his thing on the violin, and we're gonna go out with it, So, I put the thing on me. You ready to roll?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Do you think? Follow me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I found. Was blind, but now I see. All right, we have Ezéchiel Violin. We're gonna give it a close. So hey man, thank you so much.
Pleasure, bro.
It was my pleasure too. So we're gonna go with it. With that being said, thank you, man, and may your journey in Japan continue longer than you think.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, please try to make a way to return.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So because we're gonna miss that. It won't be the same without you, man.
All right. Thanks.
So Ezéchiel, take care, my friend.
Take care too, and thank you everyone for listening and being with us.
Me too.
Thanks a lot, Curtis and Jaja. Take care.
Take care. This is CT Connection Online, Curtis Traylor. Peace with Ezéchiel Violin. Peace.
All right.
Now let me run to the toilet.
Okay.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right.
Yep. You close the mic.